Hello and welcome to the AK Talks Morning Show. I am your host, AK. This is a lovely Tuesday. And yeah, got myself the good old hit list. We're back on track. I don't feel uncomfortable behind a camera anymore mentally. So yeah, I got myself a morning beer. Cheers, you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this on your drive to work. Or maybe you're late to work and you're like, yeah, let me be late and let me enjoy a podcast held by him own, the skinniest motherfucker on the planet. Yeah, that's a great introduction. I'm practicing my hosting skills. Everyone feels welcome. Ladies, gentlemen, it's they, them, zers, and niggas. Everyone feels included. What a happy dappy dude. A lot of good things here, man. This is a family show. Take back all the things I said about rape and murder. All right, this everything else. It's a family-oriented type of TV we got over here, or internet, whatever you guys call it. I don't care. Just have fun. All right. I do got my good old hit list. Let's see if we can hit 30 minutes. The first thing I need to talk about, because this is a diary. It's not any level of production or professionalism here. Is my truck, the good old '94 4-door 8-foot bed, 4 horse, 5.8 Windsor 10 V8 1994 F350. That truck is just one of the kind. I'm gonna post a video of it soon when it's all done. Like, I should have recorded like the steps throughout everything, but another hand too, I didn't even think I'll turn it on, and I turned her on. So good thing I found a G spot. It's called gasoline. That's really where it works. So I'll break it down. I'll keep it nice and simple for you guys, for the boys back home and the people inside the States. The things you got to do when you look at a truck, car, vehicle, anything that turns on using gasoline, none of that goddamn Tesla bullshit, all right? You got to look at three simple things. It's easy. Air, the thing you breathe, so check the air filter. Look for big cloggages, because the cloggages is not going to sound pretty. 2, spark. So the thing that lights up the engine oil, the gasolina, if you're Spanish. Spark, that means spark plugs. That means spark plug holders, and the spark plug thing that connects to the distributor or whatever. I don't know the names entirely, but I know exactly what the parts do. That's the type of brain mine has. Jesus Christ, that was worse than I thought of. Damn. And the last thing, and the most important thing, and the biggest problem in facing second biggest problem facing America currently, it's not the death and opioid crisis, it's not homelessness, it's not low income families struggling. No, it's fuel, gasoline, man. So the way gasoline works, right? You go to the pump, you say hi to the nice lady or the old man working there. You give him a few couple yaps, talk about the day a little, say something you did, hear about something he did, and then complain about shit. And then after that, then you can start putting gas inside your car. So you take it out, you put it in, you click the 87 if you're broke like me, and if you have a 93, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't even be here. But you click the 87, you fill up the little gas tank with your itty bitty fingers, and if you're a lady, you run back inside the car because you don't want to stand outside. But if you're a man, you're waddling and waiting, man. You're waiting for action. You're scoping the scene. You're looking left and right, up and down, hereafter. That's what you have to do. And after that, you get in your little shipmobile, and you put the key where the key's supposed to be, and it doesn't turn on because the thing is, though, the way gasoline works inside a truck is it comes from the hose, comes from the gas people into a rubber hose into your gas tank, and your gas tank has something called a fuel pump, all right, which pumps the fuel to the engine. But it goes from the fuel pump, pumping, all the way to the fuel filter, where it filters out like a Brita. It filters out all the things you should not have inside your body, aka the truck, and it goes through the fuel filter, waddles its little skinny behind with the fuel line all the way to the top, where it's called the fuel pressure regulator, I think. Yeah, fuel pressure regulator. So what that does, because gasoline comes like a big hole, so the fuel pressure regulator is like, let's make the hole a little bit smaller. and it goes from the fuel pressure regulator all the way down to the fuel, where it would lie on top of the engine, the fuel rail, or whatever gay fucking non-American vehicle you have. And it shoots through the fuel rail. And the thing that's important about the fuel rail, there's something called fuel pressure. So fuel pressure is because the pump is pushing air forward, and you do a fuel pressure monitor on the fuel rail right before it gets to the engine to realize, is it the fuel system entirely, or is it an engine problem? Because if you get zero pressure, that means there's no gasoline pushing through, so that's the problem. If you're getting low pressure, then there's a clog. That's the problem. And if you're getting no pressure, you're fucking up. That's where I was at for a while. So what I did was change the fuel tank because there's rust, change the fuel filter because it was dirty, change the fuel pump because it was corroded, and then change the fuel inject regulator because it looked a little off. So I was like, maybe just in case. And it still didn't work. You know why? Because I didn't have no gas in it. I had about 4 gallons, and I pumped it up to 6 gallons because it's a 19-gallon tank. It's what you got. So it didn't even touch the bottom of the pan. That's why I couldn't start, but it did start. And whoop-de, I thought about like kicking kids. I thought about kicking kids, punching glass, smacking asses, doing some violent shit to the world because I was like, I won. I beat God. I destroyed this truck. I don't care if it was made 30 years ago. It's made for me today, right now, and it's working. You know why? Because the God and the devil aren't on my side. I am a pure creator. Like, I was just, that's the type of mindset you get when you fucking restore a truck or any type of vehicle. Either way, it turned over. I was waiting for the knocking to die out because it's an old engine, so it has to clean out all the fucking yucca ducks inside of it. So it was knocking pretty bad, and I'm diagnosing the knocking because it didn't go away. And I did put a little bit of a Lucas oil thicker. It's something to, because the way the engine works is that everything is just firing. Gasolina, Era, and fucking the third thing, the spark. Everything's firing, so it's all metal on metal. And if there's not enough lubrication, you're going to hear a good old knocking. A good old knocking coming from your engine, and the knocking can be different. If it's a hard knock, if it's a soft knock, it's only a knock when you accelerate. It's only a knock when you idle. It's only a knock when you go really, really fast. There's a lot of different types of knocking. The knocking I'm hearing, and which is the common problem throughout the whole 5.8 system, Windsorton, Ford, is it could either be the lifters, which I don't want to describe, but they exist. It could be the lifters, could be an issue because it's only coming for a corner too. But the other issue is that corner is going straight down to the exhaust, and there is a hole inside the exhaust pipe. So that's a number one concern. Let alone before I try to think about touching a lifter, is to fix that exhaust. So I feel like it's coming from there because when I put a little bit thicker oil, it at least came down a little bit softer. It wasn't knocking as aggressively. So it's the exhaust. That's the issue for me right now. But yeah, that's everything about that truck. I'm doing a whole lot of body work. I am buying a good old welding kit. You know why? Because welders are just pussies who just never grew up. That's the only thing. So I can weld better than anyone else in this world, honestly. These hands are made of steel and copper. All right, it can mold and fold anything. I do have a hit list of what I need to do because it's not just that's the only issue. So it can turn over. To get it up and running, I still need to change the the transmission pan, gasket, and filter because every single time I turn her on, there's a little bit of a leak coming out. But I also think it's the issue is because there's a leak inside the exhaust. So the exhaust builds a lot more heat and pressure right under the pan, which is cracking the seal slowly and surely, which is not good because the seal's cracking and there's transmission fluid dripping onto the hot exhaust, so it's creating a little bit of extra nauseating gas right inside the chamber. So I need to fix that before I can really put her on the road. Other than that, it's just that exhaust, then transmission, gasket, filter. Then it's gonna be check all the lights and get a rear mirror for the window because they don't have a rear mirror. Yeah, and then replace the rear brakes at least before I can get it comfortably on the road. Only reason I need to get it on the road is so I can get inspections and so I can go through a couple car washes in itself. because I do need to wash it before I need to paint it, let alone fucking weld. But painting is another big thing. I don't know where to go for paint. Paint's a goddamn, because it's a once in a lifetime choice. You do it once and you're good. You don't need to do paint for another 30 years. But finding the right paint, man, it's not cheap. You can get a gallon for about $500-$600, dude. That's a good gallon of paint. And I think I need more than a gallon, which is the scariest part. Because if I just get a gallon and I run out of paint, that's a whole nother $600 without even considering it anymore. How much money have I spent on this fucking truck already since I got it? See, look, the thing is though, it works like this. Tools are way more expensive than the parts. In tools, I spent at least around $800-$900 on tools, but in parts, maybe like $300 in parts. I think yeah, $300 in parts, couple 50s going around. Tangle's 100. Just maintenance, yeah, back picks it up another 100 and shit, maybe 350 in total, just to get her up and running. But if I didn't have all the tools I have right now, then it would just be like a lot easier to do. Like the second truck I restore is gonna be a lot easier than this shit, which sucks dick. Maybe you know what else my buddy told me? Say that he fixes up cars and then sells them online too. That's what he does. And with this truck, I can start doing that too. Honestly, I can just get a good old beater for about a couple $100, fix her up, sell it. That's what I was. And then just pick up the slack. Maybe go a little bit faster some days, slow days. Hey, maybe buy myself a good old pretty lot and do that for the rest of my life. I don't mind it. Buy myself a little shit Camry under 100K miles. Fix her up, tune her up, dial her in, sell it. Just fucking sell it. Like, or I might even just be the fucking classy douchebag asshole jigaboo. And I'll just fucking buy old shit, restore only old shit, because I think old shit is more cooler, holds more value, and is easier to fucking maintain too. Like it's an easy fucking chassis to understand. I'm not saying like it's easier. No, definitely is easier to compare it to any other vehicle, but like the older style Fords, Chevys, and only like whatever coast we are at, North America region, North, yeah, is America North America, South America, yeah, North America, the continent. That's crazy. We're called North America, and we also called America. All right, like that coast, the people who don't use millimeters and shit, us type of people. All of our trucks are made simple and they're made good and they're real good fucking trucks, but stop doing that because we all wanted some leisures and comforts inside a fucking vehicle instead of just a practicality of let it running for 30 fucking years instead. But we sacrificed 20 years of life for about 2 years of entertainment, right? That's how we fucking enjoy shit now. I don't know. Cause like the only modern comfort that I really do enjoy is Bluetooth and heated seats. I'm settled with the heated seats. I don't mind it, but I need to have at least Bluetooth. I don't want to hear I do want to hear the engine entire, but it'd be cool. It'd be fucking cool to have Bluetooth inside the monitor. Maybe that shit. Maybe it's gonna happen. Maybe. Cause this baby can toll about 10,000 pounds. So we're carrying weight. Carrying fucking weight. Yeah. All right, what was I fucking doing here? All right, let's figure it out. Yeah, no. The next topic we're doing, no comedy. So I haven't done any real sense of comedy, at least an open mic stance where I'm getting new jokes written out, trying it out, editing it out, bada boo. Not doing that. Haven't done that in a while. It's about 2 weeks continuously. I did do a little riff macaroni because riff mics are good exercises, at least to keep the muscle and work. I don't go to the gym, but I know how the muscles and the groups and anatomy work. Yeah, I've been to fucking PE a couple times a year, right? Huh? So yeah, I did have to go to a fucking. I went to a random open mic, not random. I went to an open mic to watch fucking comedy because it's a great way to motivate me. I just look at other people and I get pissed. I'm like, oh, fuck you so much. I could have done it way better. I could have used your joke and made it 100 times better. That's not it. I go there just for at least a little bit of an inspiration, maybe a general topic to go around, like waking up early or waking up late. Another take on dating, some other stupid shit that people were talking about, and it helps. No, it helps me fucking get that itch again. Every time I watch it, I get that itch because it's a competitive thing. I like to compete. Yep, that was 2 minutes. All right, let's find out how do we make 15 more minutes. I can talk about the truck again. I don't know. I've been doing the dating apps still continuously, and at this point, I don't want to say I've given up entirely. I'm like 99.9. I'm like whatever Lysol bacteria killing percentages right now. 0.7, 0.98, whatever the marketing value wants to show. Like it's fucking. I'm getting to the point where I was like talking to my real people. Like I asked this lady, I was like, what do I like? Like I don't want to continue forward with you, but I just want to know like, so what goes on like in datings? Like what? How does this work? I've never pulled a bitch from the online dating scene just from texting, because my texting is it's the same way as me talking, but there's no emotion in it, so it just sounds retarded and it's scary because it's the only way I know how to do it. And I don't fucking backtrack. I don't ease up on it too, because when I ease up on it, it just makes you sound like a robot, and that's not even entertaining. At least I having fun. At least I like having fun. Oh, you know what that tasted like? It tastes like a little bit of sanity. Oh my god. I just realized what I'm doing. I'm talking shit on internet where zero people are watching. This is fucking. I'm a fucking I'm a therapist fucking dream work right here, man. You just name it, dude. Just name what I got, and I'll fucking say, yeah, give me the pills. I don't have no fucking structure in this brain. You guys are hearing me yap professionally. Jesus, a lighter, no cigarettes. Whole nother problem there. We don't want to get down on that. About the Camel Crushes. The Camel Crushes, I'm not going to lie to you, man. If you are Arab, any way possible, you smoke Camel Crushes. If you, yeah, if you're just a fucking sand monkey, those are the only people I've ever seen smoke Camel Crushes, and I hate Camel Crushes. Because, one, you can pull the whole thing like fucking Tom from Tom and Jerry easily. Cowboy hat and boots. Like, it's fucking annoying, and I hate that. I like sitting down with a cigarette. I like wondering about life. I like thinking about the fucking day as it goes. I don't like taking a puff and be like, "That's it. That was halfway. I didn't even feel the burn." Like, what do you mean this is done? And the wind will pick up, so like even God can take a hit, and he takes, God's hit, right? When the wind's coming up about 25, 28 miles an hour, you lose that fucking cigarette. It burns unevenly. You're just working the way how to get it back on a good pull. A lot of bad things. So it does that a lot. God always gets his Camel Crushes, and I'm not a fan. Not even a little. It's an indoor fucking cigarette. That's what I can say. Like, if you want to describe cigarettes of like the capacity of harm you can do to oneself and others around you, Camel Crushes is a medium fucking ochre there, right? It's right below the Lucky Strikes. I mean, right above the Lucky Strikes. Lucky Strikes, man, you can smoke a Lucky Strike in front of a mother, a father, anytime you want. A little brother, if you may. Like, a Lucky Strike is safe. It's friendly. It's an ABC, NBC fucking type of cigarette. But what I enjoy, at least the minimum, it's a fucking American Spirit. I tried your Marlboro Reds, all right, your Marlboro Red 100s. I've tried them shit, them Cowboy Killers and shit. I never really a fan, all right? Never really a fan. I don't like my tobacco extra flavored, okay? Menthol, beautiful fucking taste. There's not a better feeling than brushing your teeth and smoking a menthol. I'm telling you right now, it's top three right before giving a long hug to an old man, seeing a baby burn, and a Marlboro Red. Like it's those. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's American Spirits, man. American Spirits is a beautiful fucking cigarette. Burns nice and slow. You can get them in the flavored pack. At least the colors they look like they're flavored. I always go for the Sunset Sherbet, the yellow. Looking down here because I don't like looking at the camera. Looking down still. So yeah, get the sunset sherbet, real fucking lightening of a mood. You can drink a coffee, smoke a cigarette, smoke a spirit, and the coffee will be done before your spirit. They last a long time. I don't know if it's Quebec or if it's a fucking the Native American on the guy on the fucking package. But sometimes the spirits be calling, man. The spirits fucking be calling. We're talking about dating apps. Jesus Christ. Um. Yeah, so I was texting whatever, talking to the fucking lady, just asking her straight up questions like, yeah, I don't really like get this shit. I don't know how to transition from like I've never met any part of your life or your family or whatever the fuck you came from, to like, oh yeah, we could be fucking friends. Like, yeah, I could fucking me FaceTime you about some bullshit. Like, I like that fucking space, the second spice. I don't like the first base because I don't know how to work the first base. I try to be genuine. Like, yeah, I pay taxes a couple times. I donate to the homeless here and there. I have a dog. She's black. Like I don't know if I play that role of just like, yo, like, wouldn't it be funny to kill yourself in the White House? Like, you don't think you don't? All right, me too. I don't think it's close to funny. And if they made and even if I live streamed it, it wouldn't get any views. Like, no, and I think it's an unfair advantage because the way it works is, at least for my fucking special brain, I can have fun talking to people because I can read the signs. I know when to pull back and I don't want to go. I know when to go forward. It's human, all right. It's clocking in for me easily, not a question. But when we're behind the screen, I'm like, bitch, I don't know if you're alive. Like, I don't know if you're not a fucking 38-year-old hairy Albanian dude in his fucking basement. I don't know what the fuck's happening. So I don't know if I should give you my A material or my C material. I don't know where do we start off with. And it just usually ends up me looking like stupid or like dangerous, which is the worst. Like, it's really hard to like proclaim yourself not dangerous. It's a weird fucking problem. Or crazy too. It's really hard not to. It's or stupid. Like, it's really hard to defend yourself doing a lot of things online because one, the person always can like, yeah, there's 9 other guys I can talk to right now. Let me just talk to the other 9 for a while. And the dude is just saying the same shit. Like, yeah, there's 9 other bitches I can talk to, and it's 9. But like, at the end of the day, a decent. I don't want to say decent bitch. A decent lady is a fucking a decent time. At least, at the minimum, that's something you won't lose ever if you're a decent person. Decency strikes forward like a goddamn bullet. It only goes one way. Everything is decent. If you're a decent person that lives a decent life with a decent lady who lives a decent life, you're gonna have a decent family with a decent kids who live a decent life. So we're gonna like, it's all straightforward. You don't have to. I don't know. It makes sense to me at 23 minutes inside the podcast. We have 7 more minutes, folks. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this or just cooking or cleaning in the background. It doesn't matter. We are eating up fucking time. We're eating it up. Yep. So dating apps, would I still do it? Yes, I am on. My favorite one is still Facebook dating because one, I can go on Facebook Marketplace, look for a fucking 4-wheeler, maybe some truck parts and shit, and then go to the right side of the fucking Facebook and it's like, hey, what's up? Like, and then just go back to fucking looking at trucks again. So that's my favorite app. Plus, there's a lot of matches. I just think because it's free until they start making memberships about that shit, it's gonna fucking get tanked down to the bottom. Oh Lord. Let me drink this Busch Light latte I got over here for this morning's show. Ow. All right. Next thing says Austin plans. It's so fucking stupid. I write this right before the podcast, and I'm reading it right. And I'm like, what does he mean? What did he mean about Austin? What does he mean about that shit? All right, let's fucking figure. I know exactly where I'm at. I just had to buy up time. So, what I've been thinking about, right? Since I'm so fucking good at comedy, like top, top, a lot inside my age group, inside this region or maybe conference. I don't know. Like I'm so fucking good at it. I'm like, yeah, let me just fucking level the fuck up, dude. I am a beast at this shit. Let me just fucking whoopie doo and then go to the next fucking level. Let me leave this fucking place. Let me leave fucking the DC metropolitan area. Let me leave this place and let me go to another scene where I can fucking dominate and show my comedy force to the world. All right, that was way too problematic. I felt uncomfortable. I'm more of a sit down conversation type of dude. But yeah, I was thinking about Austin for a while, about since it was cold, so probably about January, maybe December-ish, late December-ish. Been doing that. The only way I can figure it out is one, have enough money to start like living. Two, find a job fast as fucking possible. Three, survive the first 3 months. That's the only goals I had in my mind to get this Austin thing rolling. So I have figured out step two because step one is never gonna be doable. So I'm gonna walk in with my balls in my hands, like, yeah, I owe money to niggas. So what? Let me just do my knock knock jokes, nigga, and then walk around Austin and shit. But two is a lot simpler. I found a way so I can keep the job I'm working at right now because it's a regional empire. I mean, United Nation. Let me not fucking talk about the job. Let me just fucking say a job. Let me say a job. So about a job that I had maybe ish, and they have maybe ish a thing over there in Austin around kinda maybe I don't know. So I asked the guy, he's like, yeah, maybe if like a year, maybe if maybe allegedly a year you do kind of, and we can kind of like move you over there, dude. So kind of, yeah. So that's the only way you can come to Austin if you want a job. So not sponsored. Yeah, so that's covers number two, which is a big blessing because one, if I can find work, I can find a place to stay. I can find a place to stay a lot easier. Two, I already can save up money if I'm planning a fucking year I mean, like, about 8 months, 8 months in advance. So it'll be a nice living situation. I can have my truck up and running, so I can drive my truck with all my shit because it can tow 10,000 pounds. And then yeah, just live in Austin for a while, and have fun in Austin for a while. That's my plan. I think it's a solid plan. And I have been backtracking. I said the summer. But the thing is, though, if I leave during the summer, I might have a little money to my name, might survive a month, and I'd have to come back. But that's the only way I think, and I could do it and still have like decent money to my name. And if nothing works out, shit, I might just be an Austin boy that does comedy and the podcast scene in Austin where there's no competition. Right? Me and Mr. Reagan, Joe Reagan. I don't know if you've heard of him. He does kind of stuff in comedy and podcasting. He's not a big name. He's kind of a local scene in Austin, so I might compete with that guy. But other than that, there's no heat downtown. How much time do we have? All right, we have a simple fucking thing. All right, last thing, two things. We can knock them out real fast. So I have a show next month. Getting ready for that shit. I'm gonna ask for a hosting gig tomorrow, so I can get practice on my hosting gig, hosting, so I can get practice for the show. And the other thing I was gonna talk about is the plan for the rest of the year. Da 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 do. So in the May, I get to go to Poland, and Poland's gonna be a fun little tripperoni with the boys. We're gonna be shooting shit maybe, and that's one big plan. So it's March right now. March, April, May, April whole month. Gotta be working. Got a strip club appointment up for a couple of 4 days up in Philadelphia, so I need to save up money for that. So April got the strip club. Got May, we're going to fucking Poland. June, July, I need to be working my goddamn dick off because that's when they said that you can get extra hours, overtime, la di da di do in the summer, a lot of extra work. So June, July, August, the big summer heat, I'm gonna be cranking out money, la di da di do. August, September, October, really ain't gonna just probably be working No big plans. Maybe November I'm gonna do a lot of more Austin trips because I'm gonna try to find a location and scope out the scene, talk to some people, get some friends and shit. So in Austin, the end of this year is gonna be a whole lot of more Austin spots. And my goal was to go to a new city every single time, so I could do comedy. I might go down to Richmond for this month because I have to fucking hit that goal, at least that part. Because the other part was to get people on the podcast, and I've only got two comedians on this podcast, which fucking it's low ball, man. It's called low fucking ball. But other than that, dude, it's been pretty humble and simple. This truck is really keeping me up my fucking time and space, my mindset and shit, which is great. Really fucking great. I always wanted a challenge, got a challenge. And that's 30 minutes. That's fucking 30 minutes. Thank fucking Lord. This has been AK Talks Morning Show. Catch me every Monday. No, I recorded some. Catch me every Tuesday morning on your YouTube page if you're subscribed. Other than that, have a very classy day.